You walk through the world surrounded by people, but you don't feel them. Not really. You smile on cue, you nod when appropriate, and you keep the small talk flowing. But inside, you're empty, quiet, not peaceful, just gone. You've lost something. Not your job, not your money, not even your health. You've lost connection. And it's killing your happiness at the root. What nobody tells you is that modern life was built to fracture your sense of belonging, piece by piece. Every screen, every scroll, every artificial ping you trade for human presence, it chips away at your humanity. You used to laugh from your belly. You used to sit with someone and feel them. You used to cry and not apologize for it. What happened to you? This is the truth you're not ready to admit. Your disconnection is not an accident. It's a byproduct of survival. Somewhere along the way, the world hurt you. A betrayal, a rejection, a moment where someone made you feel like you didn't matter. And instead of bleeding openly, you armored up. You shut the gates. And you told yourself, never again. That moment rewired your happiness. Because happiness isn't pleasure, it's connection. And you severed yours to protect yourself. Now you live half alive. You go to work. You make money. You perform. But you don't feel. You can't look someone in the eye for more than 2 seconds without checking your phone. You hug people and feel nothing. You lie next to someone in bed and feel like a stranger. You're not a bad person. You're just lost in a system that trains you to trade dopamine for intimacy. But I need you to hear me. This isn't your final form. The part of you that craves connection is not weakness. It's the path back. There was a man I met named Kellan, divorce, 2 kids, lived in a condo with a view but no soul. He told me, I don't know what happiness feels like anymore. It's like I'm watching my life from behind glass. I told him to do one thing, invite someone over, no phones, no alcohol, and talk for 60 minutes about something real. He called me crying a week later, not because he was sad, but because for the first time in years, he felt seen. That was the first crack in the glass. Most men think they need more money or motivation to be happy. They don't. They need to belong again. But you've forgotten how, because no one taught you how to reconnect when your soul has gone cold. So I'll tell you. Start with discomfort. Text someone you haven't in years and tell them you miss them. Sit in a room with someone you trust and say the thing you've been too afraid to say. Call your mother. Apologize to your brother. Laugh without needing to be clever. Cry without permission. Hug longer. Look someone in the eye and don't look away. You don't need a coach, you need a connection. And that starts with you becoming real again. But that's not enough. You must rebuild ritual. Weekly dinner with no phones, monthly walk with a friend, yearly trip with your brothers. If you don't build systems to anchor your connections, they will die. And then you will rot in isolation while pretending you're doing fine. You're not fine. You're fragmented. But there's still time. The soul starves slowly. And right now yours is whispering for rescue. Watch the LFV again. Not for entertainment, but for permission. Permission to feel again. To return. To rebuild. To reconnect. You were never meant to do life alone. You were meant to touch, to share, to laugh, to mourn, to rejoice with others. Without that, all your success will taste like dust. I'm telling you this because I've lived both lives. I've been alone in crowds, and I've sat around fires with brothers who held my pain. I choose the fire every time, so choose, scroll and stay dead, or reach out and start living again.